Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So here is a little 42-inch time cutter we picked up for 400 bucks. So this is the one that we're going to be restoring. It's in rough shape. It's definitely seen its fair share of use. So the guy that we picked it up from said everything was running, everything was perfect last season. Then beginning of this season he ended up putting a new battery in it, but all you get is this. So basically he didn't check the battery when he installed it. So it's a new battery. He picked it up from Walmart. But the first thing I noticed is his rigged little starter solenoid, some aftermarket solenoid with a bunch of spliced wires. So I'm thinking this is probably the cause of the no start on this thing and not the battery. But we're gonna find out soon enough. I need to get it off the truck, and we're gonna go over this thing and see what else is wrong with it. And I need to give it a quick wash because this thing is filthy. There's dirt and grass everywhere. So yeah, let me get it off the truck and see what we're dealing with, and dive into this thing and see how we're gonna be making this $400 mower into a $2,000 mower. All right. Okay, so to roll it off of the trailer, first things first, we need to disengage the transmission, which is these levers here. So you push it in and you have this little notch here. So push it in and then down, and it locks it into place to hold it. So we do it for each transmission, so both sides, and then turn the ignition on and pull one of the levers in to disengage the park brake. So now we can roll it off. Hopefully I can do this with one hand. All right. Yeah, there she is. Okay, so I'm gonna hit it with a pressure washer, get all this dirt and everything off, and then we'll start going over this thing and see what it needs. So now that I got this thing washed and about 20-30 pounds of mud and grass that was caked on it finally taken off and washed away, we can start going over it and see what the issues are. I mean, we're just gonna do like a quick walk around and start with the obvious. But so the guy that we picked it up from said it was running perfectly last year, was serviced. They did install an aftermarket solenoid, which looks like crap. They cut the wires and spliced them, and this is not even the right solenoid, and doesn't even look like it's bolted down. They put a rivet on only one of the tabs. So that's one issue, and then he put a new battery on it, but this is all you're getting. So and I did check the battery. The battery's got 12.5 volts, so the battery's good, but we're not getting power to the past the starter solenoid. So either the solenoid is bad, or some of these connections that they did to it are bad, and we're losing power, and we're not getting enough voltage to the actual starter motor. So one way to check that is I can put a jumper pack on this and see if we can start it that way. Give it some extra boost. So let me try that actually real quick and see what happens. Okay, so I connected the jumper pack, and as you can see, it's telling me I got 12 volts, which I already know. I checked it with the voltmeter. But let's go ahead and try and start it with the jumper pack. That'll give it some extra juice. So if it is losing power through this through the starter solenoid, if it's got bad ground or bad connection or anything, this might be enough extra juice to actually turn over and start. So let's give that a try and see. I'm gonna turn this booster pack on full. And yeah, there you go. So that's all she needed. So it's definitely an issue with the starter solenoid not getting enough juice through it with just the battery. And this is what it's like a 230 crank amps. Let me show you actually real quick so you can see that that the battery is good. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. But yeah, you can see it right there. 12.5 volts, 12.6 volts. So the battery is good, but just with the battery, it's definitely not able to start. So that's first issue that we got down. So at least we know the motor runs. That's always good. And then we got this little heat shield that needs to be fixed. So it looks like they tack welded it on the sides and it came off again. What else? There's no obvious leaks or anything on the engine. But the deck is in rough shape. The deck's got a bunch of surface rust. Of course, it's missing the grass chute. I think he had a mulching kit because he does have the 3-in-1 mulching blades on there, and they did spray paint over, I guess, trying to prevent this rust. They probably already had a surface rust issue and they kind of spray painted over it, but without treating the rust that was already there, you're basically not doing anything. And plus there was a ton of grass, so they kept leaving it with a ton of grass on top of the deck, which didn't help any either. But so yeah, the deck is gonna have to come off. All this paint is gonna get stripped. The rust gonna have to be treated, and it's gonna have to get repainted. Needs a new grass chute. The blades, yeah. So what you're hearing is knocking from the bearings on the spindles. So the spindle bearings are shot. So yeah, new spindle bearings. Let's see, I got the belt off, so let's see how the pulleys are doing, which are pretty much always shot on these time cutters. So yeah, that's gone. That is completely gone. And this one's not any better. Yep. So yeah. So basically the deck's got to be completely rebuilt, all new bearings and both spindles, new blades, because we're putting the grass chute back on it, so it's getting the high lift Toro blades put back on it, and both pulleys, the tensioner and the other pulley has to be replaced. Let's see okay, so the belt is actually real good, so we're most likely going to be reusing the deck belt. Let me go underneath and see real quick how the well, I can't really see anything. I need to grab my light. So let's see how the drive belt is looking on this thing. So yeah, so drive belt looks good. I don't see any burnt marks or cracks. So yeah, looks like the deck belt is good as well. So yeah, it's not too bad, but this mower definitely have seen a lot of use and not much love. But yeah, we're gonna be getting this thing looking like brand new again. So yeah, this is the rundown of what we're going to be doing. Deck rebuilt, getting the solenoid and everything straight, and then servicing engine. Just I guess it's going to be just regular maintenance, oil filters, air filters, fuel filters, and all that good stuff. And she should be looking like new again. So yeah, come back and check out my next videos. We're going to be dropping the deck next, and start the process of rebuilding it and stripping it down and getting it ready for a repaint. And we're going to be ordering the parts. I'm also going to do a final video when it's all done and complete. So I'm going to have a full breakdown on what the mower cost, how much I put into it, how many labor hours I got tied in it, and what's the final cost of having this thing looking like new again and having it completely serviced and ready for sale. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe if you liked it, and come back for more videos. But remember, stay safe and be blessed, people. See you soon.